First on my list in random order is Maliss, by far the best deck in the game. It's been dominating Ranked, dominated Duelist Cup, and will continue to do so until this deck is hit on the ban list. This deck is amazing turn 1. Not only is it able to set up an amazing end board, but it can do so through so many hand traps it's not even funny. End board consists of banishing cards, Omni Negate, return cards to hand, banishing from grave, a ton of hand traps, and the best follow-up in the game. And if you go second with this deck, we play around 15 hand traps, combined with the ability to push through disruptions, makes this deck the best in the game. Next we have Ryzeal. There's been many variations of this deck lately, mixed with Fiendsmith, or Heraldic, or Magistus, which actually had 2 tops in the Duelist Cup, but I still believe that Pure is the best version. What makes this deck push through all hand traps is that every starter is also an extender. Every card can special summon itself from hand, making it extremely difficult to stop this deck with hand traps. And the end board is also broken. You have Detonator, which destroys usually 4 cards per turn, which is also protected from targeting and from destruction. If not, you'll have a protected Baguska instead, combined with one of the most broken field spells which can negate cards on the resolution, makes Ryzeal one of the most toxic end boards to play against. And going second, this deck is still very good, with almost 15 hand traps and triple tactics talent. As well as Ryzeal also being a board breaker in a way, means we can easily push through disruptions with this. Tenpai Sky Striker. If you hate Maliss and Ryzeal, then this deck is for you. Filled to the brim with board breakers, this is exactly what you need to push through all of the other top deck's disruptions, to easily OTK your opponent with just one Tenpai card when their board is empty. Every card in this deck either breaks your opponent's boards, or searches and draws to generate advantage, if you get access to engage. Then it's game over most of the time, and that's why we play all those draw cards and thrust to search engage. As I said, if you hate this meta, then try this deck. Memento is still top tier in Master Duel. It made an appearance in the World Championship, and overall will do amazing in Ranked. This deck sets up an amazing board turn 2, consisting of Appaloosa, Masquerena, Combined Creation, Creation King, and 2 cards in back row. Generally this is over 10 disruptions which no deck can break without board breakers. And not only that, if you go second, you have around 8 cards that help you dodge being targeted to easily push through disruptions to then attack directly even if your opponent has monsters for an easy OTK. This deck also plays cards like Guardian Chimera for when you set up your board for even more disruptions and advantage. The only problem is the timer, but that won't be an issue after practicing. For some reason Konami doesn't want to give us Maiden and Sage back at 3. But even with these hits, the deck is still top tier. You have Barrel which gives you an Omni Negate every turn, True Light gives you Blue Eyes and Maiden every turn. You're also easily able to summon Blue Eyes every single turn with both Lordly Load and your Link one. So the grind game is really good with this deck as long as you protect True Light. This deck is also amazing under Furloughs, so that's an advantage that other decks don't have. The end board turn 1 consists of Omni Negates, Monster Negates, destroying cards, and much more. And even going second, we have Tyrant Dragon to attack all your opponent's monsters and recycle a trap. So overall, this deck can definitely carry you all the way to the top. And finally, we have Mermail. If you don't like playing this game, then this deck is for you. Because no one will actually let you play this deck if you have full combo. Your opponent will always surrender. As you'll see in these replays, no one will let you do full combo because they know you'll hand loop them for 3 cards and then summon Barrier Statue. Which at that point, no deck has a chance of beating this deck. And this deck can do all that through many hand traps thanks to all its cards that trigger to search when tribute for cost. So even when they try to negate this deck, it still gains some advantage. And as you're seeing from the replays, no one will actually let you do your combo. Make sure to subscribe if this video helped, join my Discord to chat with a like-minded community, and maybe consider becoming a channel member.